look, I'm gonna dive right into it, right? Now, Munchie, you know, I'm gonna give you some advice. And this is seriously, right? Like, I'm just genuinely trying to give you some advice. You could take it or not, whatever. I ain't trying to tell you how to run your program or nothing like that, right? But, we dropped the video. It was me speaking on Young and Hefe and a dude that go by the name of Go Getter, right? And during that video, Go Getter, he gave Nipsey some flowers. Young and Hefe, he was giving Nipsey his flowers. I was giving Nipsey his flowers. And you made a comment and you said Nipsey got put on that 20, right? Now, I don't know what you meant by that, but you got people that's kind of taking it like you was just trying to slight Nipsey. Now, I understand that in the gang culture, when you get put on gangs or become a gangbanger at like 19 and 20 and all that stuff, it's kind of frowned upon, right? However, I think you probably are like one of the only few individuals who really care about that when it comes to Nipsey. A lot of people might not know that or whatever the case may be, but I don't think anybody really care about that. Now, I feel like if you was going to leave that comment, you should have really elaborated on it more so people can get where you was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got, me giving Nipsey some flowers, Young and Hefe giving him flowers, another dude, Go Getter, giving him flowers, and you jump in the comments and just say, Nipsey got put on that 20. It can be viewed like you trying to like slight him or something, you know what I mean? Or disrespect him or belittle him or, remove the flowers that we was giving him. I'm not saying that's what you was trying to do. I don't know. I just feel like you probably should have elaborated on that a little bit more. I don't even really think that like it bothered Nipsey like that. You know what I'm saying? Him getting put on late in the game or whatever. Because if you go to like Keys to the City, Nipsey said it. He said, I wasn't always banging, but I speak about it openly. Ain't no shame in my game. I did my thing on these coldest streets. So at the end of the day, it's like he pretty much gave all the listeners, all the audience, all the fans the breakdown about that. You feel me? So it's like, you just got to know it's a time and a place for everything. That's all I'm really saying, bro. You know what I mean? Now, again, homie, I ain't launching no attacks or none of that type of stuff. I'm just really kicking out some advice. Because I definitely rock with Munchie B on this content space. And I don't never want to seem like I'm the type of person to just be, sitting down or just turning my head on certain things when I got a chance to really give some game. Anybody who keep up with my channel, they know I ain't never got on here to really participate in the gimmicks. We don't play the antics. We don't do none of that, Sometimes we might find some humor in certain things, and that's cool, but we keep it very respectful. But for the most part, we try to give out a serious outlook and a point of view on things that people can possibly learn from. You feel me? So, you tuning in and being a Dice Crew member, I want to give you some advice. Again, it's not me trying to launch no attack or trying to act like this, that, and the third. If you want to disrespect Nipsey, I believe that you would possibly just come out and just say F it. If you wanted to say something against the Crips or the neighborhood Crips, I feel like you would outright just come out and say that. So I don't think that's what it is. But you got to get a hold of yourself and start thinking a little bit more before you insert yourself on certain things. Feel me? Everybody always is waiting to see what Munchie B got to say about anything, bro. You feel me? Everybody. People always want to listen to it. And you got that type of gift going on pertaining to yourself. But don't tarnish it and don't ruin it, man. Now, I done had a few conversations. A couple people called in. They know on this content space, me, myself, and a lot of Blue Team members definitely give Munchie B his flowers. And people be like, dang, man, this is what we be talking about. This is kind of like why Baby Runner and them was upset with Crip Mac. Crip Mac is one of the faces, for the neighborhood Crips and the Crips in general. You know, the same thing for Nipsey. Nipsey is a face for the 60s, for the neighborhood Crips, for the Crips, LA, just everything in general, right? But you gotta know that when you speak on some of these things, people's gonna take it as you being disrespectful, even if that's not your goal. So you have to be mindful, you know what I mean? It was kind of like uncalled for you to just say that. Me, myself, I still don't understand what that had to do with the conversation that, you know, Young and Hefe and Go Getter was talking about and what I pretty much was reacting to. But you have to work on that. That's just me giving you some advice. Now, I think you just be responding on things with too much impulse. You know, you have to be mindful and think about what you are saying. You feel me? Because it's like, in a conversation of people giving a person flowers, you turn around and throw something in there that can be took as slight or disrespect. How can people take that? You feel me? And I'm genuinely just trying to give some advice. Now, you probably don't care for it. I don't know. You know, man, you don't do no communicating or nothing like that. So it ain't like, you know, I could have talked to you directly and I just jumped on the internet. That's just not the case. But I'm just pointing this out to you, man. Like Young and Hefe is from A-Trade. You know, if he wanted to, you know, he don't have to give Nipsey no flowers at all. You know, me, I'm a wise individual and I'm very sharp. It's like two things that I can point out on my, you know, on my hand that Nipsey Hussle participated in that was kind of like offensive to the Compton Crips, right? I'm not getting on there disrespecting him or nothing like that. So it's like, you got to catch up with the times, man. Like, if you keep up with everything that's going on, like, you see, you know, me and Young and Hefe, ODM Slim, Compton Rick Rock, you know, people is definitely trying to, like, unify this Los Angeles front on this YouTube content creating get down. And, you know, I don't know if you feel some type of way because you, like, kind of like the only blood in the conversation, but everybody give you flowers, bro, and people rock with you. Yeah, sometimes people might call you out on certain things because this is what the internet is, you feel me? But I'm just giving you some advice. Like, sometimes it's probably best for you just not to speak on certain people, you know, that's Crips or neighborhood Crips, unless you know how to elaborate and break it down a little bit better so people don't get confused. But again, for you to just assert yourself to say a guy got put on that 20, it's like no one's understand what was your point for that. You know, I don't know if you was trying to take flowers away from Nipsey. I don't know if you was trying to remove some points off of his resume or what. But I have put a video out there on your behalf, Munchie, when people make these jokes about these alleged situations in the county jail. And I said that people can't keep just bringing up this pertaining to Munchie B. If you want to be tough, brag about what you yourself have done to Munchie B. And I got to take that same approach with Nip. Like, whatever the case may be, if you feel like, you know, he's less than because he got put on at 20, at the end of the day, you got to still hold yourself to accountability. Like, hey, what have you done to Nip? You know what I'm saying? If you never did nothing to him when he was alive, you know, don't just speak on him now. You know, I have watched videos to where you felt like Nipsey made a tweet, and that's where everything with these jail rumors and all that, you know, start taking off like a rocket at. So you might have a problem with that. You know, and you know, you're more than welcome to be feeling about it however you feel about it. But you gotta know, man, it's like Nipsey has passed away. He's not here to defend himself. Crip Mac be in jail. He ain't here to really necessarily defend himself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving you some advice on what people be trying to like get you to understand when you be speaking on these individuals. You know, Spider Loc told you that people always call him about some of the things pertaining to you. And I just feel like if you really genuinely rock with Spider Loc, like what Baby Runner said, and you really pushing Keyway and Don Moore, kicking cat, being boo, and all that stuff, then you have to get on that type of time frame, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn how to elaborate and learn how to articulate what you actually mean on certain things, instead of making just an impulse comment or statement and people take it very wrong. That's just true. And like I said, I ain't gonna keep the video long. Feel like the point is already, out there, and everybody get where I'm coming from, or you get where I'm coming from. And I hope any and everybody else can learn from that too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna wrap it up, man. Shout out to Nipsey and everybody that care about him. Shout out to Munchie, Young and Hefe, Go Getter. Shout out to the Dice Crew. I'm gonna keep it a Benji with y'all like I always do, and I catch y'all in the next video. I'm out.